This is Chris Hansen.
Chad doing Rip City Radio here.
It's your favorite basketball player, Tyler Hansbrough.
This is Jamie Hudson.
This is TJ Houshmandzadeh.
And I'm going to let y'all know something.
Duke sucks and Duke will always suck.
You're listening to
It Just Makes Sense.
It Just Makes Sense.
You're listening to It Just Makes Sense.
With Braxton, Miguel, and Peter.
If you're looking for expert sports takes, look elsewhere.
What was Fernando Mendoza talking about taking back shots in his post-game interview?
Careful with your
be
words.
Careful.
Nando.
Be careful.
Easy now, pal. Nando, sign of the cross.
If you're good and you're not in jail, we will hire you. That's what it says on the NFL.com careers page. Oh, man. Fernando. Get your microphone. Well, they are showing ICE agent commercials during Sunday Night Football and such, so.
Jarrett was telling me that there was this left-leaning reporter that was covering ICE and was like, hey, it looks like there's an ICE event, like hiring event in a town near me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just going to go show up and kind of see what the vibe is, see what's going on. And long story short, she was like, there's really nobody here. And I actually went through and submitted an application. And this is a fairly known writer. I didn't know him. I don't follow that
I
stuff.
heard about this, yeah.
But they reached out and were like, we're interested in taking you to the next steps.
They did, and I guess this person didn't even submit a background check.
No.
They just, got hired.
Yeah. They were like,
if
we're
only
ready to
it
bring
were
you
so
on.
easy.
And,
You know,
and
they know how to shoot guns. Like, they don't check for that. They just give you a weapon.
Yeah.
Well, and they didn't even take
No
the time to
training.
Google her and see that this is a very left-leaning reporter
Yeah.
that is obviously,
Here's 200,000. Go kill some brown folks. That's what the fucking letter says.
Yeah.
man.
Well, I'll tell you what, you almost got me killed this past weekend, Juan Miguel.
Why?
I don't know where this is going. I've been in my
I want to
toilet.
hear from you how this party was.
Yeah, it was great until I saw a man walk by me who resembled Dak Prescott
Oh, yeah.
almost to a T. And
Peter pulled a Lake Oswego at the bar in Northeast.
And I
decided
said-
to call him out on it.
I said, oh, shit, I didn't know Dak Prescott was going to be here. And it wasn't like, it wasn't loaded. He looked like, anyways, never mind. He looked like Dak Prescott. We should have taken a photo together. Because then Miguel goes, I'm going to go and tell him what you said. And so I start trying to body him because I'm like, this is not going to go well for me. So what did you say to him when you went up to him?
First of all, this dude does not look like Dak at all.
He absolutely
It's just a
looked like Dak
light-skinned black
Prescott.
dude. He's
Who
like
was bald with a beard and about the broadness of Dak Prescott.
He probably looks more like Deion Dawkins from the Bills than he does Dak. But he's like 6'7", and I would just walk up to him and I'm like, "Hey, you see my friend over there? He thinks you look like Dak Prescott." It's like he's also from Lake Oswego. Probably thinks all black people look alike. And I go, "Will you go over there?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll go talk to him." And this dude was just playing along. It was just for fun.
Yeah.
So he walks over there, and I don't know what he said to you. I think.
Well, he plays the part very well in terms of you should mess with him, which he kind of leans in and he goes, you know all black people don't look alike, right? I was like, yeah, I know. I thought that you look like that person. I'm sorry. He was like, and then he said something else and he was like, I mean, it's cool as long as you were having fun, right? You were having fun, right?
This dude's pretty big too.
He was Dak Prescott size.
And
So,
you were
anyway.
shitting yourself.
I was. Yes, I was.
And then he walks away, and I go, "Did you do it?" He goes, "Yeah." And then he was laughing, and because the whole thing started with Dak, so we
Should've taken a photo.
we talked about the game, the one that was like the Bears and the Packers And he was like, yeah, it really sucked for my Packers. And then I just clowned on it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you guys suck anyway. And he's like, that's it, man. I think we're done talking.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Not enough of you.
So
Oh, man.
that was how that part of the evening went. Shout out Brandon. So
That's his name? How'd you get his name?
He told me his name.
Oh.
Shout out, Brandon.
Shout out.
You just made a new friend.
Shout out. I don't think I made a new friend.
No, it doesn't sound like
It doesn't sound like it was a good time. We were able to show off the present that we got you.
Yeah, that was shocking.
You thought when this was all going on that you got a signed Christian Leitner photo from the shot, which you did.
I think there was
a second half.
I think it was a mix of like I didn't expect anything that night. Like I mean, people were coming in. I don't know how many of my friends showed up. I thought more people showed up than I had expected, and also people were coming in with like gifts. I think I had like 6 bottles of whiskey that I could like carry in the Uber, but I was like, I didn't expect people to bring gifts. Like I was surprised, but when we were outside was not a place to be. It was
it
fucking
was very
freezing.
cold.
Yeah.
But there was the other side of the covered area where like the heat was blowing. But I was out there because the Hawks-Niners game was happening, so we were watching that. And then Ashley came out by herself and was like, oh, let me take a picture of you. I was standing next to my buddy Tom, the RV that Amar passed out in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ashley's like,
That
let me
guy.
get a picture of you guys. So we pose, get a photo, and I'm like, let's go inside. Because I had just like finished my Black and Mild. And she's like, no, stay. Something's happening, I think. That's what Ashley said. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think per se.
But to be fair,
something might be happening.
She didn't know. I think you just told her like, hey, we're getting something.
Yeah, she was fully informed, but I think she was being intentionally ambiguous.
And then all of a sudden, the whole party came out outside, and my first thought was, no, I know none of you guys want to be out here. Like, let's go back inside. But then, like, Peter's holding a big ass thing of cheesecake lit up.
Because the owner of the bar was super happy we were there, and he's like, did anyone get cake or cupcakes for Miguel? Like, okay, let me go get something for him. And then they wanted to do, like, some social media with it and all that other
Let's
stuff.
rewind. First of all, that bar in Northeast Portland, I think opened 2 years ago. They were psyched that someone wanted to have their birthday there. I'd never been there before.
Yeah, shout him out.
My oh my.
My oh my on
It's
Sandy.
really close to the grotto.
It looked like a cool place.
It was very
it's like
awesome. Very
there's no
retro.
TVs inside, which made sense. It's like a 70s themed, like speakeasy looking
kind of
bar.
like if people could smoke in there, they would type of
That's what
vibe.
it looks like.
Yeah.
But then some of my friends that cared about the Seahawks-Niners game, they're like, hey, we're looking this bar up and there's no TVs inside. So I actually I've been emailing with them, and I was like, hey, are there going to be TVs where people could watch the game? And Michael, that owner that we met, because there's 2 owners.
Michael Wynn.
Michael responded and he goes, yeah, I don't think the TVs were up, like, before that email.
Did he put up TVs?
He's like, I have a couple TVs. I'm putting them out back.
Yeah, like projectors.
In the covered heated patio. So he put up 2 TVs and he's like, yeah, I'm going to play the Niners Seahawks game and then the Lakers Blazers on the other one.
Right.
And then outside there's like a giant Jenga set up. Like,
a Hawaiian food truck in the back.
Yeah.
That was
so
clutch.
You would have to walk through the back to get food. But when Ashley and I got there first and I walk outside, and it's Michael, the owner, in front of the TV, losing his goddamn mind, decked out in Niners gear.
Head to
So,
toe.
like, naturally, he was
had
going to
a
have the game on.
Blinged out San Francisco 49ers, like a white, primary white with red accents. And, 13 seconds into the game, you have enough points to beat your team, essentially.
He's a Bay Area Asian dude.
Yeah.
So he was fully decked out in Niners gear. And he's like, are you Miguel? And they were just so excited. They posted the you guys singing happy birthday.
Nice.
They posted that on their page. And then, like he had a hand in the whole cheesecake thing because there's no cake. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, you were part of this where he goes, hey, Miguel, I'm going to go. Thanks again for having this here. Tell Lauren Anything you want to drink is on the house. So I joked with him and I go, "You got Pappy?" And then immediately he looks at a shelf.
He's like, "Oh shit!"
And I'm like, "Dude, we're fucking with you. I'm an Evan Williams guy." And he goes, "Evan Williams?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're not gonna lose business giving me drinks on the house."
You are totally
early
fine.
times, dude.
Shout out, my oh my, they were fun.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
But going back to the singing, they all came out. Peter's like whole. I don't know how the candle stayed lit.
That was,
by the way, because it was so fucking
I was
windy.
Walking so awkwardly towards you with this.
Jesse walked out in this like traitor's
Poncho.
robe.
Yeah.
Like he just did a murder at the turret and forgot to change.
On the FaceTime, I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
He looked like a character from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So everybody was out there. They're all singing happy birthday. And then I wasn't. So that surprised me. And then I wasn't paying attention to anything else. I was focused on the candles going out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Jesse's holding this thing. And I don't know if the camera caught it, but when he turned it around, because like I was 5,000% shocked at that photo. When I saw that Leitner jersey, I think I was just speechless for
you were. Yeah.
like 5 seconds. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, holy.
And I think I turned to Peter and I go, please tell me you guys didn't spend that much money. Because this has to be so fucking expensive.
Yeah. He was like, okay, did you all just tell me that you all spent
Just under $100 each.
Yeah.
Just under.
Yeah.
He's like, it's
I
under
think.
100.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just sent a Venmo. So
Yeah.
But no, it was what I was trying to do during that time was like set up the moment because like only like a few people were in on it. So I wanted to contextualize it a little bit. And then all of a sudden, like Jesse has appeared with this gigantic thing, and I'm like, okay, no one understands the context, but Miguel is too stunned to speak, so that's okay. He just like pre-me'd all over my setup there, and I was like, all right, that's fine.
No,
But you were, and that's all that matters. Is that you were
Yeah,
stunned.
that was an incredible.
I could tell. So on my end of things, I was not there, unfortunately. I was at the not unfortunate that I couldn't be there, but was at the coast with my family, and it was wonderful. Like one of those crazy Oregon coast weekends,
Right.
in the middle of winter where it's 60 degrees, and like incredible. Anyways, I got a text from Peter that was like, "Are you sure you don't want me to, like pick up the picture or something like that?" And I was like, Jesse literally works with the guy.
Yeah.
Like, why would you go? Then I was like, oh, I'm guessing Pete doesn't really trust Jesse to do it. But I was like, but what does Jesse have to do? Like, all he has to do is bring it. And so I was like, not a big deal. They'll figure it out. And then after it all happened, Peter texted me and was like, yeah, Miguel loves it. Jesse really fucked up the timing or something like that. I was like, I could tell you were so salty about it.
I was. Well, I had it in my brain because like I had the whole thing set up and
Oh,
maybe
you
it's
had a
just
speech.
I did.
Of course.
Yeah, I was ready for it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he was like, he went, no joke, he went, ka-cha.
What? Your
Like, ka-cha.
your
God
prepared
damn.
speech didn't come out?
No, I mean, like I said,
I remember you saying, well, these are from all the boys, the boners, and then you had them on FaceTime, and I think I was grilling you with questions.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think I said like, oh, I'm so glad you're addicted to this auction site. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever
like,
seen.
there were only a few people in that giant place who had like the context,
Yeah.
and so I wanted to give like a quick 30 seconds of like Miguel just thought he was getting this, but here it is, and it's Christian Lee, and there's a shot, but and then that.
But
Ka-cha! Which is fine.
He just pulled the Lightning McQueen.
He Lightning McQueen that bitch.
To be fair, though, I
Which
think
is fine.
once we
you
got
wouldn't have heard anything anyway.
we got done with the happy birthday, I think everyone was so cold.
Yeah.
That it's like, and Ashley's like, we're taking a group photo, and we just took it outside. And we're like, let's wrap this up. Like, everyone was trying to go back
Yeah.
inside.
But the thing is that like we had considered doing it inside, but like they were setting up karaoke, there was music, and we knew that we wanted to get you on FaceTime. I was like, I don't know if he's going to be able to hear anything. And additionally, like Ashley wanted to record it on her phone, so I was like, well, no one's going to be able to hear anything if we're inside with all that ambient noise. So,
Well,
anyways.
it's not very often that we can pull off a surprise. And to come to think of it, it's not really a surprise because you did guess it the very first time that I started this thing. You were like, do you want me to guess something that's so unattainable or something like that? And you were like, a Christian Laettner signed jersey. And I was like, huh.
Yeah, but I think what ended that was
Little did you know.
you were talking about getting stuff and you had given it already. So there's absolutely zero expectation of anything else coming.
He's now 2 for 2. He guessed that Chase Wilder turning at Lyles
Yeah.
going to come. He's guessed what else do you got? Can you give me at least a winning pick in betting, please?
Rams Broncos play in the Super Bowl. It's 23-14 Rams.
I don't believe that
not
at
who
all.
it's going to
That's
be.
not at all.
That's the guess from the Mentalist guy. Remember?
Oh, gosh.
Really?
Was it really?
Yeah,
O's or
he
whatever?
did the Rams.
When?
He did the Rams thing this was 2-3 months ago, and he goes, "I'm gonna throw it to Devontae. Devontae Adams is gonna write 4 numbers on his hand." And he's like, imagine you're playing in the Super Bowl. And he goes, he throws the ball to Devontae Adams. He goes, who's in the Super Bowl with you guys? He goes, Denver. And then show me your hand. It was 23-14. Rams beat the Broncos. That was the prediction that he had. So I have to bet that, even though I don't believe that's what's going to happen.
No, I don't believe that at all.
Hold on. Here it is.
Yourself, grabbing that ball, throwing it to anybody in this room.
Grabbing your balls.
Stand up. Swear to God, I did not tell you what to do. Random choice, you could have picked anybody.
Correct.
Tell us, who are you in your mind seeing catching that ball right at this moment? Say it.
Devontae Adams.
Turn around, open your eyes. One man is standing up. I told him to stand up, Devontae Adams.
Okay. Not a big stretch.
Devontae. Imagine that we go all the way, playoffs, we win. We're in the Super Bowl. See that happening in your mind? Write down the score on the palm of your other hand, big. Hold it close to your heart when you're done. Matthew.
Yes.
Take this ball.
Okay.
Look one more time, side to side. That spin. Might as well be saying it to me in my ear.
Yeah.
Go, what's your play?
Throwing it to Kyron.
Kyron catches it, now what?
He's throwing it back to me. Right? And then I'm throwing it to Kobe Durant.
Kyron, and then Kobe Durant.
How in the world do you do that?
It's the Broncos, isn't it? It's the Broncos in your mind. Am I right? I knew it was. 23-14. Is that the score? Show me your hand.
Get the fuck out of here.
Turn it off. Burn the computer.
Matthew, stop. You could have thrown to anybody in this room. Kyron, what's your jersey number? 23. Kobe, what's your jersey number? 14.
Son of a bitch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, I know that he does so much research, and I've actually watched a lot about how he does, and I still get to this point, and I go, like, in what world? In what world could you have predicted a throwback to then someone else? Like, I get the jersey number thing. Like, I mean, that's wild.
Pretty
I'm shook.
cool.
You know
But
what?
before we completely move on, I just want to say, for somebody who doesn't expect anything, that was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
Happy
so
to
much
do it.
for the gift.
Happy to
I
do
was,
it.
I-
We
on
love
our
you.
very dangerous Uber home, I was like, I feel very loved tonight. I got a bunch of whiskey. I got a fucking Laettner jersey and a photo. And I was like, I don't ever expect any gifts. And I think when we were outside, you were like, yeah, how does this compare to the Tyler Hansborough cameo? I'm like, that was confusing. That was a mix of emotions.
Yeah.
No, dude.
It was
I mean,
conflicting.
It's this guy right here. We were just happy to
I
be
mean,
along with
it was
the
fun
ride.
to do. Honestly, it was an enjoyable journey for me, and you're a great friend. So easy to do it.
I don't
We
think
love
I've
ya.
ever been shocked by I've ever been speechless, at least for 5 seconds, from a gift.
Yeah.
Well, you only turned 40 once. Don't expect anything like this again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe 60.
This carries
Well,
over. This
well,
carries
well,
over.
You were stunned by the gift. I was just stunned by O's The Mentalist. But I was also stunned by this song. It is a song called Into the Blue by Sienna Rose. I want you guys to listen to this and tell me it is not the most beautiful song you've ever heard. You liking the vibes? Wait for it.
It's very Corinne Bailey Ray. That's the type of shit I like. This would definitely be playing while I'm jerking off at a Sherry's.
Mm-hmm. This person doesn't exist.
This is AI.
This is AI.
See, that just killed it.
Yeah.
Why do they do this?
It's crazy that. So I was on my way back up. I was on my way up and down for a work trip this past week, and I was listening to some Bruno Mars. He has a new song, new album, new tour, all that other stuff. And so then I just let like the Bruno Mars kind of playlist roll, and this song, Into the Blue by Sienna Rose, came up, and I added it to my playlist, and I go, I want to figure out like how. I've never heard of this person before. Or did they get discovered by Bruno? Like,
Can I go see them live?
Right, yeah. Like, I love live music. You guys know that. And so then I looked at, it says, Sienna Rose is a neo-soul singer whose music blends the elegance of classic soul. They talk about her being this anonymous singer. And so then I dug deeper, and then I found out that is completely AI.
I'm not against
I'm
AI,
so
but shit like this kills it.
Yeah, that did make me sad.
Yeah, it did. I was so conflicted by it because I was like, I love this song. I want to keep listening to this
it's
song.
It's a beautiful song.
It was angelic. It was everything that I wanted in a song.
There's so, like, I mean, you even said Corinne Bailey Ray. There's so many beautiful female artists out there who could do that song just as well, if not better, and those, or maybe an unknown artist who sounds like that, and those opportunities are being ripped from their little fingies.
Yeah, don't like it.
I mean,
don't
AI
like
has to be pulling from like the voices that we know, right?
Yeah,
like, this can't just be so
an amalgamation
super random
of every voice ever recorded.
Yeah,
you know.
That's
all right. 10 minutes of silence.
I know. Be sad about it. Be sad about it. Sorry that your Mario Cristobal lost there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. The Indiana Hoosiers of football are your national champions. Once the laughing stock of the entire college football world, Indiana. They started football in 1899, and they have 6 total bowl victories since 1899. And one of those, or they have as many bowl game wins in the last 19 days as they had in the entire previous history of their program. One of them now being a national championship.
You know that you in such a short time, you've arrived when people are coming up with conspiracy theories or coming up with reasons why you don't deserve it. It's kind of like how the Chiefs turn into the Chiefs, how the Patriots turn into the Patriots. This is 2 years in, and now people are like, "You're not the." If you would run through the SEC, you'd have 3 losses. Kurt Signetti doesn't belong in the best coaches of all time conversation. I'm like, if those conversations are happening, you have done it. You're doing something right.
I mean, the last 3 national championships are in this little triangle there in the Midwest between Michigan, Ohio State, and now Indiana. So sounds like they're competing just fine. I mean, like, Indiana did not lose a fumble in their final 1,047 offensive plays. That's 15 games. They only lost a fumble in the first quarter of their season opener, which is a pretty interesting
It's really
stat.
funny how people could turn from, oh, what a great story this would be. At least, like, if you think about it in the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
This is a basketball school, assembly hall. You know, think about when you ask kids today. You watch the Gene Hackman movie, Hoosiers. How many of them would, like today, how many of the young kids would assume it's basketball? It might be even because they don't fucking know. They don't know.
They probably wouldn't even know that it exists.
Yeah, they're seeing this, But like early on, they're like, what a great story it would be for a guy that came from James Madison, took over Indiana. He says he wins. He's cocky. And then people were kind of with them. And then you get to the end, they're like, well, no shit. They had 26-year-olds. They had billionaires backing them.
Yeah.
And I'm reading all of this shit. I'm like, you know who else had billionaires backing them? Tech, Oregon, Alabama,
Everybody.
LSU, everybody.
Yeah.
He did it in 2 years. He got a national championship in 24 months before Oregon.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Before a
Not-
Nike school.
yeah.
I mean before any school. But I mean, there's no denying. I think that turning to the conspiracy theory is just a cope mechanism, and I mean, you've got to respect game when you see it. And Curt Cignetti is next to the word game in the dictionary.
Yeah,
like this
it's
dude
true.
is incredible.
It was funny because Sark, I think last year was like, we're never going to see an undefeated team ever again. And a year later, that happens. It is interesting to see Curt Cignetti's history. Obviously, he was an assistant for over 20 years. And then he goes into the last time that he was an assistant was with Alabama. He was their run coordinator and their wide receivers coach. Then he went to IUP in 2011 to 2016, then to Elon, then to James Madison, then to Indiana. And then I think that he made more in incentives this year than he did in like his entire previous time as
And I
as
know
a
that
coach,
you
so.
guys don't like it, but the reason why, at least from the last couple things that I've seen, the reason Oregon is the example being pinned up against them, because yet, how many other schools don't have national championships? I get it. But Oregon's the one that's been knocking on the door. Oregon's the one that is known for, Phil Knight tells Dan Lanning, there's no budget. It's a Nike school.
No, I know.
And then Indiana does it in 24 months to fucking do this before a team in Eugene is able to.
Well, and they stepped on the back and throat of the Ducks twice on their way there.
Yeah, sure did.
the one-
did it twice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it even counts where like it's a kind of like a consolation where like, well, Oregon lost to the best team in America.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Absolutely.
Well, Carson Beck's illustrious 19-year career has ended in college football. I wanted to throw a stat, and credit to Miami for actually hanging in a little bit better
Yeah.
than I thought they were going to.
Absolutely.
I lost
Great
my
game.
bet because of that.
It was a good game.
So throughout his playing career at both Georgia and Miami, Carson Beck has only lost 6 games. Let's see. In 4 of those matchups, the final offensive snap was Beck throwing an interception, but to end up winning that game. So he was driving down the field in 4 of those 6 games through an interception. So he had the opportunity to potentially win
Gotcha.
those ones. So,
And I mean, hasn't he played in like 3 national championships?
yeah,
And he has what, 1? 2?
1.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately for him, he's going to be remembered by that one play, but he has a pretty decorated fucking resume.
Yeah.
Quick question. Do you think he's fucked a Bella Danger?
Yes.
Probably.
Like, I'm guessing like a 90% chance.
Yeah.
They're together.
No, they're not. Are
Yes,
they?
they are.
Well,
No.
then certainly.
Yeah.
No way.
As soon as he broke up with the twin basketball player, it was like a few months ago. It was like, oh, he's dating former porn star, now Miami student, Bella Danger, which
There you go.
I guess
Not going to look it up on this computer.
it's also pretty crazy that like a bunch of parents, I guess, were pissed that they showed Bella Danger on TV.
Oh, did they now?
And they're like, why would you show somebody like that? I'm like, why the fuck does this matter? Your kid has to watch porn to know who that is.
Right.
yeah, why
yeah.
do you know who
Why
that
do you
is?
fucking know?
Why are you so upset?
I was like, fuck it, you're pissed at the camera guy for showing who that is?
They put
Yeah,
Johnny Sins at the Vikings game.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Also,
You ever heard of
Beck-
ratings?
Carson Beck's been done with school for like 2 years. He has a $5 million mansion that I don't know if he owns.
That's a good point.
He doesn't go to class,
Honestly,
He's like, I haven't
if
been
He
to
has a
class
big
in
ass
2 years.
Miami house. Of course she's been over there. Of
Yeah.
course he's
Okay.
been fucking her.
I just wanted somebody else to confirm it. Good for him. Honestly, I've heard some people talking shit on Carson Beck on as far as his ability to have success in the NFL. I think that'll do just fine. I think these guys who get made fun of for playing an extra year or two because of COVID, but I think we're starting to see a trend of it. Like, hey, it worked out for Mr. Nix.
Yeah.
Also, Carson Beck.
Guys are making decisions to stay.
Carson Beck played
Dante Moore.
5 years, 6 years,
7.
7.
Yeah.
So how
He had 7 years of eligibility.
he had 7 years of eligibility. So he played how many years at Georgia?
Let me look at his exact run.
Because he just went
here.
Georgia and Miami.
I'm pretty sure.
He didn't play. We know he played 1 year at Miami. He wasn't at Georgia for that long.
He was at Georgia for 2. I think
I
he
will
played at
get
one.
there.
one
He didn't
more
have
place.
a school in between.
I think he might have played somewhere before Georgia then.
2020 through 2024,
Oh.
he was with Georgia, then just to Miami.
But he was a backup for Stetson Bennett.
Correct.
So he didn't play.
Gotcha.
He redshirted in 2020.
Okay, so 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, he played less
not
than Bo
crazy.
Nix. He played less than a lot of the guys we make fun of.
Yeah,
He played a normal amount.
his overall record was 37-6. So
That's pretty fucking impressive.
yeah. Bo Nix, I want to see what his stats were in college here.
36 years.
36
4
years.
grandkids. 3
We'll
rental
get
properties.
there.
2 frozen yogurt shops.
43 and 18.
2 franchises.
43 and 18, and he was a starter each of those years. So
Yeah, he got most of those losses at Auburn in like his second and third year.
Yeah, his best
Yeah,
year
true.
was Oregon when he actually was a finalist for the Heisman.
The 2
He was
years, yeah.
dog
Yeah.
shit at Auburn.
yeah, it was 9-4, 6-5, 6-4.
The only year that he was really good at Auburn was that rookie year when he beat Herbert.
Yeah, then that opening game against
Yeah.
Oregon. Yeah. Indiana 16-0, the first team to go 16-0 since Yale in 1894. So
Go Bulldogs.
yeah. Now a little
That's kind of silly though, because for
I
the
know.
teams that finish 15-0, it's like, okay, give us an extra game.
right. Little Mendoza, his brother, Fernando Mendoza's brother, who I remembered and then forgot, and then was like, oh yeah, he was a backup to Fernando, and maybe third string. He's transferring. He's in the portal.
Yeah,
Put
he
him
was
in the portal.
backup, and it was
That's a great move though. You don't want to stay at the school where your
No.
brother just accomplished that. You'll be
Yeah.
forever compared to him.
absolutely
As
not.
it turns out, when we were thinking about like, oh, who's gonna be the next Indiana this year, right? We were kind of going into is like, oh, lightning in a bottle for Indiana. Who's gonna be the next?
It's Indiana.
It was Indiana. Yeah.
Surprise, bitch.
Surprise.
Even like, I think, if you are a Notre Dame fan or anyone who was bitching about the whole playoff structure, I think you saw the 2 best teams play last night. I think that was clear. Not at any point did I think that Indiana was going to lose that game.
Right. I would have.
I never thought they were going to
No.
lose.
I didn't either.
There wasn't like a sense of danger at any point.
But
Abella
the
danger.
scary thing is that Miami,
There was no sense of Abella danger.
the scary thing is a lot of these Miami guys are back.
Yeah.
They're not leaving. They're either super young or they're not going to the portal because they're getting the Duke guy, the Duke QB, but now Duke's suing him for breach of contract.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's like, dude, you just said you were going to stay. And then Miami's
That's
like,
happening in Washington too. I
yeah.
think.
With,
What's his face?
is it Damon Williams?
Sure.
But so now, because of this whole, they're leaving NIL and going, well, now it's a federal case. So if you do breach of contract, we're just going to fucking sue you.
Yeah.
And Duke's butthurt because he's like, oh, I'm going to stay. And they were good last year. They're like, okay, we'll have him back. And then Miami goes,
ACC
here's
champions.
$10 million. You want to come over? He's like, fuck yeah.
Well, so Miami, 69 yards in total offense there in the first half. They're just like, just put the ball in Malachi Toney's hands. Get it to him like a billion times.
Yeah, just jet sweep.
And just
toss it.
So, what was Fernando Mendoza talking about taking back shots in his post-game interview?
Was that AI?
No, that was real. It wasn't exactly back shots. He was like, I'll take shots from the front, shots from the back. And he was talking about the dive into the end zone, but it just didn't come out as eloquently.
And then he
as
looks
I
up and Jesus is
think
like,
that-
be careful with
Yeah,
your
be
words.
careful.
Nando.
Easy
Be
now.
careful.
Easy now, pal.
Nando, sign of the cross. Nando, sign of the cross.
Let me see if I can.
Easy now, pal. Jesus is from Chicago.
Easy there.
When he
Easy there, pal.
When he was
Okay?
up on stage and he goes, "Let's fucking go," and then they ask him about that in the later in the interview. He goes, "So you just said a curse word, right?" He goes, "Yeah, I just the heat of the moment." I was like, "Don't make him feel bad. Fucking enjoy it."
Who was on Miami trying to fight that guy? There was a Miami player.
Mark
trying...
Fletcher was trying to like swing at someone.
Yeah, he did. Which was like right before that was like they're hugging Mendoza, trying to be a good sport. Then all of a sudden you just see the guy trying to throw hands. But
You hate to see it.
Congratulations to. Again, this is what's so weird about this year is that everything feels upside down.
It does.
Indiana.
You're still waiting for that episode, aren't you?
Everything's upside down. We're being Vecna'd. Is that Indiana was the laughing stock. They were 6-116 against AP top 10 opponents in the history of their program heading into this season. They were 6-0 this year against those. So, and then this year now you've got Josh Allen. Well, that's predictable. Booted out of the playoffs, but again, no Burrow, no Jackson, no Mahomes. And then now you're thinking maybe this is the time. It is not. And in fact, the Bills found themselves in predictable territory yet again with so many missteps, which credit to you and for once again identifying it. The Bills will go as far as Josh Allen can take them, and absolutely was a huge factor in that game.
Yeah, you can't hate the guy because off the field he's so likable and he's such a nice dude, but
and you can tell how much he fucking cares.
Yeah, it was very emotional post game interview there that he had on the podium, and the only knock is like, it's like, here's how do I describe it? I don't hate the Oregon program. I hate their fans. I don't necessarily hate Josh Allen or the Bills. I hate how the NFL
props him up.
Yeah, it's like,
Puts him on a
I'm also Catholic, but if you're one of those people who tries to shove their religion down somebody's throat, that makes me not like it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Buffalo. It's like, and then you start to see, like what was I hearing from Bills fans? Because I know like Kevin, one of our P1s, he's a big Bills fan, and I go, hey, is it a big deal to you? Like if he doesn't make it to at least the Super Bowl game without Lamar Jackson in the way, without Mahomes in the way, he goes, no, the thing that's been in this way is the defense. I'm like, your defense is the number one pass defense this season.
Yeah.
They have not had you could argue he doesn't have a true wide receiver one outside of Stephon Diggs, right? That defense, with Milano and Bosa, that's not a bad defense.
Yeah.
That defense got him there. That defense fucking beat Jacksonville.
Yeah. Oregon State's Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Their defense is not to say that they're like this elite, incredible, blow your socks off, but they're a playoff worthy defense that should be able to put you in a position to win that game.
There's 3 elite defenses. That's the Texans, the Seahawks, and the Broncos. Everybody else, you're either garbage or you're good. They're good. But people refuse to accept that because if Josh Allen wins, he gets the glory. But you're not willing to give him the same thing when he tries to play hero ball.
Sure.
That's the biggest knock on him is he tries to play hero ball.
Yeah. And I mean, thinking about the opportunity that they had, obviously we're going to talk about the Broncos next, is that, Sean McDermott becomes the one who takes the fall. 9 years, one of the longest tenured NFL coaches. It turns out GM wins in this scenario, which isn't always the case. But then that GM, Bean, I forget his first name, then he gets promoted to president of football operations in addition to GM, and now the Bills will be looking for a head coach. It seems that... what are they going to do? Hire Daboll?
I don't know. The funniest thing about McDermott getting fired, though, is you know that no one else is going to take the fall but him. There's been other years where he deserved to get fired. This is not one of those years.
Yeah.
This is the least of those years.
Right, but how many times can you keep firing your coordinators before they look at you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Joe Brady's probably going to be a head coach somewhere.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's just like...
I mean,
he'll definitely be an OC.
Why don't they just promote him?
Because it hasn't been working. I mean, if he's been the play caller,
Yeah,
it
I
hasn't
guess
been
that's
working.
true.
But I mean, like, Brian Daboll got a head coaching job because of the work that he did with Josh Allen. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll probably hire offense in terms of coaching.
Yeah. Do you think they bring Daboll back?
I feel like the momentum that Brian Daboll had at the end of the year, like, it feels like he may end up failing upwards a little bit, but who knows?
I thought the best fit was to bring, not for a head coaching position, like I'm not against a head coaching position, but Mike McDaniels to be like an OC.
Yeah.
And I think Josh Allen would get a lot out of that, but then I saw that he might go to the Chargers.
Oh, he
as
will?
an OC.
That would be pretty sweet.
He also interviewed for the Browns head coach job.
Yeah, and so we'll talk about head coaching positions because you have your 10th opening here with the NFL, which is, let's see, when you look at the coaches that were hired in the 2022 time, let's see, who is left from all of that?
Not one soul.
No, Kevin O'Connell is, I think, the only coach out of the 10 that were hired in 2022 to still have a job. So
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But back to that game. I don't know how you guys feel about this situation with Bo Nix. It feels like it's a little hard to believe, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I was at the bar.
He didn't believe us.
Yeah, he was like, shake my... It was like, oh, yeah, well, Bo Nix got hurt. And I'm like, don't fucking do that. And he was like, shake my hand. Bet me right now. And I was like, I'm not going to do that because I've certainly lost money because of this. And then I looked it up, and there it was. It was
And apparently
true.
it was from moving the ball for the field goal.
Are we sure about that it wasn't the one right before?
I saw clips of that as well.
I thought it was that, but they're like, no, it was him taking a knee to move the ball to the right hash or something. But I'm like, how do you get a high ankle sprain?
No, it was a fracture.
Was it a fracture?
Yeah, you play
fractured
through
it.
a high ankle sprain, no problem.
Yeah.
You tape that up.
Yeah, you
little
tore all that bitch.
You're
Yeah.
good to go.
See,
Never
like,
felt better.
I think it's easy to have some sort of conspiracy, but like, what reason would you have to not want to play?
No, I mean that's just
I think this
so
was like a
asinine.
freak Final Destination thing that happened.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly like, I know that I'm biased, but I feel like genuinely bad for him.
Yeah.
Like I cannot imagine the like level of like disappointment.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like also like embarrassment a little bit, 'cause it's like I can't fucking take a knee.
Right.
All I had to do was take a fucking knee.
There's not one Denver fan that would want to put their hands on fucking Jarrett Stidham for the AFC Championship against probably arguably the best team.
Yeah.
Hey, and hand up, a little bit of ignorance here. It can, because of trade deadlines and stuff, they can't. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Yeah, you've got it. What is active is active.
You can't Phillip Rivers.
You can't Phillip Rivers that
This
bitch.
late into the season.
No. I mean, here's the thing. Drake May has not been good.
No.
Drake May has been awful, in fact. I feel like I have some stats around here, but I can't find them. Drake May has been so bad in the playoffs that, let's see, Drake May has more turnovers than touchdowns this playoffs. So he's got, I think, the worst quarterback rating of all of the quarterbacks still in the playoffs right now. There's only 4, but
To be fair, I don't really give a shit about Drake May or the Patriots. This is not like making excuses for him. If you play the Texans, you're expecting to have a lot of turnovers as a quarterback.
Yeah.
That is such an elite, scary defense that if they had, and same thing, like I don't want to shit on Stroud so much. Like, yeah, he's not been the same since his rookie year.
And he did not play well at all in that game, but I don't think that's like people burying him.
I think people burying him that's not necessary because he did have everyone hurt. Like, there's no Nico Collins. Like, you remember his rookie year, he had Tank Dell, Nico Collins. I mean, he had a bunch of people to throw to.
Yeah, Joe Mixon.
He lost Dalton Schultz in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the you were just talking about like personnel and everything. It reminded me about just how the Bills have not surrounded Josh Allen with anyone that can, it's almost a B list of, and I'm not trying to be a dick to these guys, but it's nothing.
Yeah. Like
you had
Khalil
Stephon
Shakur.
Diggs, but I mean that was like that is
Here's
its own
my
problems.
Here's my counter to that, though. People, because they want so badly to give the glory to Josh Allen on victories and to God, but not put it on him when they lose. And I feel like that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an A.J. Brown. He doesn't have... It still comes down to him. Because do we not, outside of the year where Brady had Randy Moss, who was Brady throwing to? Edelman, Welker, Hogan. Do you think are we just assuming and try to forget that these guys were just household names?
Yeah, but I think that
already?
it takes like a very special type of quarterback. The Peyton Mannings and the Tom Bradys made wide receivers. It's not often that like quarterbacks can always do that.
But the way we talk about Josh Allen is climbing up to be that guy. So are we saying that Shakir is not capable of getting the numbers that Julian Edelman got? Dawson Knox, Mac Hollins, any of these guys that he had from the last couple years? But he doesn't. He doesn't look for them. Don't ever draft anyone from the Bills wide receiver room for fantasy.
Not in fantasy.
He doesn't look for them. You know why? Because he plays hero ball.
Yeah,
you don't even want a running back because as good a year as James Cook had, guess what? You're battling against Josh Allen because he's going to fucking run it. He's going to run it, swing the ball like this, fumble, or throw a pick. How many years have we been talking about Josh Allen as one of the top 5, if not top 3 quarterbacks in the league? But he fucks something up
the way
every fucking time.
Every year, it's the same storyline.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's not because a wide receiver dropped it. It's because he fucked up. He's trying to play hero ball.
Yeah, and I think that I have been that person who's defended him in the past, and I think that this game, exactly what you're saying, was really on display. There were a few different moments that were like, oh gosh, that looked similar to, the first time he was in the playoffs. So, and that's not what you want to see. You want to see progress, obviously, and you want to see maturity and being able to make better decisions because you learned from the stuff.
Progress and growth, yeah.
So
this was the year to get over the hump if you were going to do it.
Yeah, this just seemed kind of primed up for him. So it's again just another situation where it's like, dang, that really sucks for Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I think it really shined a light on people who are saying Patrick Mahomes just got in his way, but this is how he's been playing.
Yeah.
So no one got in his way. He gets in his own way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to go back to the Patriots and Texans game, there's a lot of people who are selling stock on CJ Stroud after this past performance, after this past season, and
played like dog shit all season. I wouldn't give up on him if I was Houston.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks are not. There's not a lot to choose from. He's shown that he could be good. You have to give him some grace because he didn't have a lot of the receivers were banged up.
When you got one more year on his rookie deal, don't you?
Yeah, I think that like they could extend him in this offseason. I think that they can start that negotiating.
I think it's
window,
really easy for especially fans of that team to just say, with that defense, if we just had a better quarterback, okay, let's see what options you have. You get rid of CJ Stroud, who are you going to have?
I feel like, well, right, and I think that there's a lot of, like, you don't want to get snake bit. And so what we've seen, and I know that this isn't a direct one-for-one, but, like, you get to this moment with your rookie quarterbacks, and we saw this with, like, Tua, for instance, and it's like, do we give him $100 million? Or do we go and look for something totally different? And so that's their impasse right now.
Yeah.
Do I give you $100+ million, or do I go and find something else? And that's a rock and a hard place if you believe they haven't shown you enough yet. But if you say, hey, maybe it's a OC, maybe it's a something.
I think if the organization and the fans could look at it with glass half full, you would think your quarterback, not just in the postseason, but the entire season, played like dog shit. And yes, there's banged up receivers, but he didn't play well at all. Look where you ended. You still played in the divisional round. So with healthy players and Stroud learning from this, I think at the very least he deserves another year, if not two.
Yeah.
I agree. And let's not forget, you're the Houston Texans. Where were you 5 years ago?
Sure.
You know,
J.J. Watt was winning you games.
where were you pre Deshaun Watson? That's probably a better.
Yeah, you were David Card.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I am so bummed for Bears fans. I absolutely loved watching that game. I was cheering the Bears to win. I'm not saying that I'm going to be a fan, but I'm less of a hater this week than I ever have been of Caleb Williams. He gained respect from me, which he so desperately desires. I know, but
I mean that throw
was insane.
Like, just all seriousness took my breath away.
Yeah, I screamed.
I was stunned.
And so
I needed it to go over, so I was very happy it happened.
Me too.
But
I needed that.
But I needed more than a field goal in overtime.
Oh, you
I
did?
needed a touchdown.
Got you.
I was 1 point behind.
Yeah, I needed that at over 35.5, and it was sitting there at 34 or something like that when they tied it.
I needed it over 37.5. It ended at 37.
Woof. So, and that's the thing, like, I mean, it felt like the momentum was going for the Bears up until, like, the game ended, and you go, oh, wait, it's over?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure?
Well, and especially because the Rams and Matthew Stafford just were like, oh, this is not the team this is the team we saw play the Panthers maybe.
Right.
The first go around. But they just did not look good at all. And you can blame it on the weather, but it's like
everyone had the weather.
Yeah, everybody was dealing with it.
So obviously there's a bunch of narrative about Stafford and being 1-9 and games below freezing and such, but they gutted it out, and I don't know how it's going to shake out this time around with the Seahawks, they scored more in the first 13 seconds than the 49ers had all game. And, it just finally caught up with the 49ers. That +7 did not cover, if I do my math correctly.
It did not.
So it really caught up with them.
Niners were bound to have their luck run out. I mean, they've been playing banged up since game 1.
Yeah.
And they somehow got to this point, but not against that defense. And the thing is that I think the most impressive thing, which makes me think the Seahawks are going to win a Super Bowl, is I'm like, the only way Niners win this is if Sam Darnold has one of those 4-pick games.
Yeah.
But Seattle had a great game plan of like, we're not going to put it on Darnold's hands. They gave it to Walker, who had like 3 tutties that night.
Right.
They just ran the fucking ball. They knew their defense was going to do their job. And I mean, that when we got there, it was like 20-something to 3.
Right. It was like, wait,
I was like,
hold
oh
on.
shit, this is already over.
Hold on. By the time, Michael got the TV working, and you feel bad, obviously, too, for Zach Charbonnet, torn ACL, so he's going to be out. But Kenneth Walker will have to pick all that up, and
I think he'll do just fine.
Yeah. The over-under of the Seahawks-Rams, 47.5, which kind of feels high. I don't know.
That's high for two really good defenses.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
well, in the 2 games they've played, hasn't it gone kind of both ways?
I'd have to look up the
if I remember correctly.
stats.
This game is going to be incredible. I feel like it's the two. This should be, without conferences, this should be the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great matchup, and to have it happen a third time is... Yeah, I think it's going to be electric.
Yeah, the average points per game in this matchup at Lumen Field, which is 9 matchups, is 50.4. Their last, let's see, let me go their head-to-heads. They went over the 42 in Week 16. They went under the 49 in Week 11. Back in 2024, they were over 38, way over 38, under 48. So, I mean, it's kind of doing this... Mm-hmm. If the trend goes, we're looking at an under 47.5, but that's not gambling advice. I would never do that on a sports gambling podcast. It's giving you advice.
The last time, because it could end up this way, the last time we had the Patriots and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl was the interception, the Malcolm Butler interception. And now the Seahawks get to have their revenge.
Yeah.
Or what if it ends up the same exact way?
Wow. You know what is going to just...
Like, don't give it to Kenneth Walker after he's had 150 yards.
And Darnold is the one that throws the pick. Holy shit,
This is the first time I have thought about this, too, is the Seahawks potentially winning a Super Bowl in the 49ers stadium is going to make some 49ers fans real salty.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like that's kind of what it's looking like, a rematch of that Super Bowl with the Patriots and the Seahawks.
I will say, if we take O's the Mentalist's advice here, the Broncos at plus 210, the Rams at plus 130, the 2-pick parlay is at plus 613. So throw five bones on it.
I know that anything can happen, but a Jarrett Stidham led Denver. Can you really, if they get past the Patriots, do you see them beating the Rams or Seattle?
No.
I want to tell you a little story about a gentleman named Nick Foles.
Here's a guy. Here's a big dick guy.
Nick Foles is different. It's a different animal, though.
But
he did tweet. I'm sure you saw his tweet.
But you know that everybody was saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, about
Carson Wentz had just had an MVP season, and you were like, Nick Foles, he had come off those terrible years playing for the Bears.
And then he's the one who calls the Philly. I mean, come on.
So it's not impossible, but I agree with you. It's very improbable. And I also agree that if I'm taking Jarrett Stidham or Nick Foles, I think even without the Super Bowl win, I would take Nick Foles 9 days out of 10.
Let's go ahead and look up Jarrett Stidham's stats, shall we?
I did see something.
It's 1 for 4.
And too bad it's not
out of 4 stars.
Last year, this would have been Zach Wilson, would it have not?
It would have been. It would have been.
Could you imagine if it was Zach Wilson who was in this game?
If it was
would have been
Brock
hilarious.
Osweiler, I would take Denver.
Oh my gosh.
In a heartbeat.
Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
Man.
Did not play at all this year.
No, he's one of the only QBs to not throw a pass not only this season, but also last season.
Last season did not throw a pass. This season did not throw a pass. Threw it 66 times in 2023.
I like to imagine, just because it's funny in my head, that they're in the locker room after practice and everyone's going up to Jarrett Stidham going, like hyping him up. Dude, get us to the big game. Get us to the Super Bowl, right? And I like to think that he's going to be petty and goes, oh, now you guys want to talk to me? Nobody paid attention to me all season. Yeah. Now everyone's my friend.
Now
I
everyone's
invited
calling
you guys to the movies last week.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're calling me Stiddy?
You know
Which
what?
is not a great nickname considering the Diddy closeness, but
I'm going to teach you guys a lesson. I will sit out the AFC Championship. I am not playing. That's
Because you guys aren't even my friends.
Yeah, what's my...
You want me to do all of this for you?
Yeah.
You don't even really like me.
Let's see. Jarrett Stidham has been in the league since 2019, where he started with the Patriots, then spent a season with the Raiders in 2022. He has thrown, in that time, 197 passes in his 6 years in the league.
I also saw something that Jarrett Stidham, coming out of high school in 2015, was the number 1 ranked dual threat quarterback.
Wow.
So he was with the Patriots in 2019. Does that mean he has a Super Bowl?
I don't know when the... Probably.
That's the
Is
last...
that the year they won?
That's the... Wait, was 2019 when the Eagles beat the Patriots?
I think so. That's
Okay, so he does... Because that's the year that... Last year of Tom Brady where he beat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I remember Jarrett Stidham was really... I think he was like... They drafted him.
So that's Nick Foles. Eagles beat the Patriots that year. Okay.
And everybody... I remember listening to podcasts and Patriots fans being like, Jarrett Stidham's our guy. We'll be fine without Tom.
Mm-hmm. He is the 2018 Music City Bowl MVP, Jarrett Stidham.
Where he played college ball?
He played at Auburn and then Baylor before that.
Okay.
So, fun fact for y'all. The Rams' backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, just reached his 7th conference championship game of his career. Across
Best backup of all time.
Across NFL history, only Tom Brady has more has reached it more. Well, he hasn't played, but he's reached.
Jimmy G's just there to look
who
good.
Got him to half of those.
Yeah. Kenyon Barner is a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
3 different teams, too.
3 different teams. 2 of them with Tom Brady. So, I mean, that's the thing. You claim it. Claim it where you can.
Dude, if you're a Super Bowl champion, you're a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
I don't
doesn't
care
matter.
if you were washing the laundry or fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Jimmy
These are the
Garoppolo.
guys, though, the ones we're talking about. These are the guys that their rings end up on Pawn Stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you're right. Interestingly enough, I mean, we're talking about Jarrett Stidham and the unknowns there. The Broncos are currently paying Russell Wilson more money than the Broncos' entire skill position unit of 2025. So all the wide receivers and running backs and now backup quarterback.
Gross.
So why is he
Russell
still
Wilson is
just
still
retire,
getting
dude?
paid more by the Broncos than all of the people on that
That should be a
team.
rule.
Yeah.
That should be a rule. If you're in this position and you have somebody that still is on your payroll,
you bring Russell Wilson back
and
for this game.
They are not in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Their
I mean,
team
he's on the payroll.
They had to be eliminated from the playoffs. Like they didn't even make it.
They're on
at
the
all.
payroll. Crazy.
That would be incredible.
That would be wild. I wonder if you would just keep like a casual reserve or something like that, like an away from the team type of a deal.
That would be.
Russell Wilson comes back
All right,
after
Russ,
all that.
come on in.
And then like goes and beats the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Holy shit.
God.
That would be
This fan fiction. We need to write it.
We do. We do. That's some heated rivalry shit for you right there.
But he
What is that
throws
Do
this.
you really want to know what that
I
show's
don't know.
about?
It's 2 gay guys banging all the time.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, okay.
They're like closeted hockey players who are.
And
Do you guys watch
really
it?
Good.
I have seen the first 3 episodes.
Oh, Ashley watches it, but the guys that like to do movie scenes out in public, they're doing that too. So maybe
I actually sent it to myself to show you guys. So yeah.
I don't watch it, so I wouldn't get it.
Right. You know what's
Sorry, that was random.
It's really funny because one of those things was from The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I didn't get it until I saw it again recently. I'm like, oh, I've seen that show now, and it totally made sense to me.
Tell me about Cabo.
So yeah, watch Heated Rivalry.
This
for
letter's
the-
from our
for
mom.
The butts.
She's dead.
There's a lot of butt, and it's impressive butt. You got it. It's impressive butt.
What did you guys think? Let's go back to the games. What did you think about
Say gays?
Let's go back to the gays real quick.
Let's go back to the games. So this person got fisted.
Yeah.
In the heated rivalry
React
part.
to me.
What did you think about that catch or the non-catch?
Oh, the non-catch.
Because it happened with the Rams too.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they call it an interception?
It was an interception in the Buffalo-Denver game.
Right.
Yes.
Brandon Cooks
And
was the receiver.
it
in
was
that
a
one.
catch with Devontae Adams with the Rams. But, I mean, I saw two different things. Like, the whole time with Buffalo and Denver, they both had possession. Devontae Adams had possession in that thing. Nobody else did. So I think people were just salty, obviously. But I think it's one of those calls where you get that called your way if you're at home.
Yeah.
You like the Buffalo-Denver one. If you're at home, you get that called your way. If you're away, you don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, the calls that were made were the right calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if and that's where I stand. It's like I think that was technically the right call, but doesn't mean that I agree with it.
Yeah, does it make sense 100%? No. I think that unfortunately, because I didn't like it, I do think that the Bronco one with Cooks did make sense.
Yeah.
Like the ball, never touched the ground. It was kind of just flopping around on him.
Simultaneous possession, guy rolls away.
And
I don't really
has
feel
it.
like he ripped it out either. I think that he ended up with it.
That's the thing. I don't think really anybody had that possession when they're both on the ground.
Right, but he had like the right momentum swing, and it was like, oh,
Yeah,
there
exactly.
You go.
And-
Yeah.
So
I don't think he stole the ball. He
No.
ended up with the ball.
It was definitely a like 80% luck situation.
Yeah.
But also, according to the rules, you have to finish a catch. So someone that catches it out of bounds or like going out of bounds, even if they get both feet in, if they don't land with it, they don't call it a catch.
Right.
So that's the thing that made sense to me. It was like he didn't finish the catch. This is according to your guys, the league rules.
You're talking about Adams?
No.
Or you're talking about the Broncos
I'm
one?
talking about the Broncos one. Like both calls were right to me. The Broncos one, like Cooks has to finish the catch.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing as taking 2 steps. It's the same thing as landing with it, not
Gotcha.
bobbling it. He has to finish the
I see
catch.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's the Des Bryant thing. It's the whole thing. It's the league-wide rule. You have to finish it, and he didn't.
Yeah.
I
understand.
I at no point didn't really. I mean, I thought it was pretty clear that it was either an incomplete because he had slid out of bounds, or it was an interception. I didn't ever think that. Brandon
It
Cooks
just
had
raised
it.
so like it was so chaotic because this is so emotional for Bills fans.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, we just want an opportunity
and
to be there.
Yeah, because it's such a invested fan base. One of the most invested, if not the most. I mean, I'd put them up there with Packer fans, Bears fans. All those cold weather teams.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we've said it 100 times that the Bills will go as far as Josh Allen does, and unfortunately, it seems like he's not making the best decisions. So we'll see next year.
Yeah. Do you guys want to look at these games with the Patriots and Broncos? Broncos are a 5.5-point home underdog. Obviously, if Bo Nix were playing, they would have been a 1.5-point favorite. So a big swing for not having Bo Nix in that game. Over/under is 42.5. Right now, the under is favored a little bit at -112. What say you guys? -250.
You're trying to place a group bet?
No, I mean, I'm just.
We're
Is
just
there?
talking.
Yeah. Is there any world in which you go? And I think that this absolves any sort of blame too from Sean Payton because he's off scot-free if they lose because then oops, we had it back. But he's going to get all the praise if they win.
Oh yeah.
I'm not like fully willing to like count the Broncos out, but just because what the Patriots have had a very easy road this year. Obviously, they won last week, and that was a good team. They've had the easiest schedule, and they have a quarterback who has not performed well in the playoffs. So there's like a glimpse of does Stidham manage the game enough, and can Sean Payton and that team manipulate it enough and get a takeaway or two and cause turnovers.
They just make it create a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, make it an ugly one.
Yeah.
Make it ugly. And I think that's how the Broncos win this game. I don't think they go out and dominate, but could they win ugly?
Yeah, and I mean, you're kind of convincing me in real time here because, I mean, you're absolutely right. Drake May has not performed well when they're playing good teams and especially teams with good defenses. I mean, obviously, he got the job done, and you've got to give him credit for that.
Sure.
But you're also working against a very, very intelligent coach who's known to fuck around.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
It's something where at least you look at it.
Well, but on the other,
at least look at it.
On the other end, before you said, my mindset is this is a get right game for Drake May and the Patriots.
Sure,
I think
you need some
Vrabel
momentum to get into.
Vrabel is like, hey, this is an opportunity to step on some throats here.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, I feel like it's really easy to daydream about what the Broncos could do with a backup quarterback. I don't necessarily want to risk it with a well-coached team.
Yeah.
Because Drake May could fuck up and have a bad game, but they're so well-coached.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If a team, we've seen that over and over with Kansas City. If a team is well-coached, they don't stay down that long. Like, they correct those mistakes immediately. And for the AFC Championship, and as good as their defense is, the Patriots too, I don't see them losing this game.
And the Broncos too were playing with fire a little bit as well because they had to come back in a lot of these games this year too. So their record, they might lose a few of those next year. Similar to I think what's going to happen with the Bears next year is that they may regress somewhat because they won 4 or 5 games in the final 2 minutes of a game. Yeah, they were competitive, but similar to what we saw a few years ago with the Vikings, where it's like, how are you winning all these games so close?
I mean, the Chiefs from last year, this year, kind of had a similar thing.
It just swung the other way this year. So
the two underdogs are Denver and LA.
Correct.
What's that look like if you pick them both?
Plus 613.
Oh.
And I think that just because of the O's, the mentalist thing, I think I might put a 5er on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Also,
5 pays 35. So
if it does end up being those two, we have to do an exact score bet.
Oh, sure. A 23-14?
Yes.
Yeah, in that.
God, think about how many people are going to the sportsbook will hate it.
Yeah.
They're like, we know what clip you guys watched.
They're going to love it because it's not
going to happen.
And then it does, and they lose $400 million.
I think they're going to be just fine.
Let's see. The finalists, the Patriots and Seahawks are at plus 125. The Patriots Rams are at plus 215. Broncos Seahawks at plus 400. And this one doesn't make much sense. You have plus 613 on the parlay, but this one is only plus 600. Makes no sense to me. But right now, your Super Bowl favorites, the Seahawks at plus 145, the Rams plus 230, Patriots plus 250, and the Broncos now, without Bo Nix, plus 1,100. So that's where you're at.
And no, all the awards are gone, right? All the individual
all
stuff.
That stuff is gone. Let me see if there is a. Do we have any sort of
MVP? He probably has an MVP locked.
No good touchdown scores in this first game in the AFC Championship. Stevenson at plus 110, R.J. Harvey plus 120, Hunter Henry plus 190, so is Travion Henderson. Stephon Diggs maybe a big game ahead at plus 220. Who knows?
I'm taking Jarrett Stidham anytime touchdown. That dude is rushing for a
You think so?
For a tutty. Where's he sitting at?
Sorry, I pulled away from that real quick.
He's absolutely rushing for a touchdown. He's a dual threat quarterback.
I don't even see him on
He
here.
still runs. He's not seen him play.
Jarrett Stidham plus 475.
I thought it was going to be higher than that.
Yeah. The Patriots defense special teams plus 400. Broncos defense special teams plus 550. So you've got some thinking to do, but that's where it's at. Drake May at plus 230.
I assume there's not a lot of bets we can make with each other.
I mean, because we're going to be watching these games together, I wouldn't mind finding a few bets that we can go in on.
Go in on together.
But again, we don't have to do that right now.
I'll give you some of the betting public right now. 71% on the money line for the Patriots, 79% on the spread for the Patriots, and people are favoring the over 42.5 at 58%, according to DraftKings. And then Seahawks-Rams. The Seahawks, I mean, you called it, Juan Magoo. You called it weeks ago. We should have put it when I think they were at plus 550 at the time when you said that. That the Seahawks could potentially find themselves in the Super Bowl and win it. Obviously, new Pope. We've talked about that.
What's the spread here?
The spread is 2.5, so not even the Rams. Wow. The Seahawks aren't even getting a full 3 at home. Seahawks right now have 62% of the money line. They also have 85% of the spread, and it looks like the over is favored at 64.5.
Vegas likes L.A. That's a really.
That's probably where the sharp money is, as they call it. That's probably where all the heavy. That's probably where all the heavy money is going. Kenneth Walker at minus 175 to score. Smith and Jigba at minus 105.
Charbonnet's a big loss, though. That is not something to gloss over. That's a touchdown machine,
right? So
I think they've got enough. Because they've got Kenneth Walker, and then who was the other guy? They had a 3-headed monster for most of the season, didn't they?
The other guy barely plays.
Yeah.
Because like Charbonnet gets it in the red zone, so Walker doesn't have a lot of touchdowns, with the exception of last game. Because they usually give it to Charbonnet, and he has over 10 for the season, I believe.
I mean, this game is going to be electric. This is the night game, I assume.
I mean, right now, the Seahawks have Kenneth Walker. That is it. Like, everyone else is out or on the IR. George Holani? Well, maybe he was that. Kenny McIntosh was the other one.
What about Cooper Kupp?
Well, Cooper Kupp is there, but he's a wide receiver.
Just throw him in the back.
I think Cooper Kupp has a big game against his former team.
I think
I like
that could be fun. He's at plus 280 on the money line.
What's
on
the
anytime?
The tight end, the Seahawks tight end's name?
AJ Barner, who didn't get the ball at all last fucking game, and I got him for anytime touchdown. I got him for yards.
The Rams went for that Parkinson touchdown again against the Bears
and missed it.
Yeah, but it was same play, same situation, down in distance almost. So,
yeah, we'll cook some stuff up because, I'd rather do it like right before.
Yeah. The coaching carousel, let's round out that, and then I want to touch a little bit on the NBA. So Kevin Stefanski, he goes to the Falcons. Robert Saleh, he's going to be with the Titans. I would have thought that Matt Nagy was going to be that guy, but it doesn't sound like anyone wants Matt Nagy anymore. So
no, I wonder why.
And then Hafley, is it Jeff? Yeah. It's the defensive coordinator for the Packers, now goes to the Dolphins as their head coach. And who am I missing? Have I missed anything yet? I don't think so. Oh, so
Harbaugh.
We talked about Harbaugh, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
Are you sure? That was 2 weeks ago, was it not? That feels like so long
ago.
Harbaugh
just signed, and we have not recorded.
Oh, yeah. He got fired, then he got hired. My apology. Yeah. So he gets hired. I was thinking about him just getting fired. That was the biggest
signing of all.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, so John Harbaugh.
Do you see his the
Giants, right?
Yeah. The contract stipulations, all of his like conditions to be hired.
I mean, he obviously wants personnel decisions.
It was like $20 million a year. And then another like $28 million for
assistants or
like the coaching staff. He's in control of the whole team, and I think Capri Suns at halftime. I don't know. I don't remember the last.
Orange
slices.
Yeah, some orange wedges.
I mean, I love that.
Could be the Giants could be good again.
Well, the Giants have always been a team that it's like I don't like them. You know, they've never really been fun. I never really was hyped on the Eli Manning phase. You know, and then Scatterbo and Jackson Dart. It's like, okay, these guys are fun.
You got two CTE frat guys
and
playing for Harbaugh.
But Harbaugh now makes this team a lot of fun. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Did someone get hired with Baltimore?
No, they're in the. I think that there might be waiting. I heard today that just through radio and listening. I can't remember if I read it or heard it. It sounds like the Ravens are just gonna take their sweet time. So
Lamar's player coach.
Maybe they may end up trying to hire a coordinator from I don't know the Rams or something like that.
I kind of respect that though.
I am so excited about Mike McDaniel as the Chargers offensive coordinator. That's going to be fun.
I don't think that's final.
Yeah, well, I mean, on ESPN it says McDaniel's set to become OC, but let's see. We have who else? So who am I thinking of? The Lions hired an offensive coordinator. So they hired the former Cardinals offensive coordinator who had worked with Kyler Murray beforehand and such.
Who stayed with their team? So the fucking what's his name? The Bengals coach is still there. He didn't get fired.
Oh yeah, the Bengals never fire anyone.
And then the Cardinals coach is still there. They didn't fire him?
No, they fired him.
Okay, the guy that was like, all right, who walked here and who didn't drive here? His first meeting with the team.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you walked here.
Yeah.
Nobody? Oh, yeah. You're all grown people with fucking cars.
Yeah.
What a dumb question.
Idiot. So it... and then I heard that Eric Bieniemy might be going back to the Chiefs. Maybe that's bullshit. Maybe that one's...
I mean, Eric Bieniemy... his journey has been random.
Well, listen, if we get...
He was assistant head coach of the Commanders and then disappeared.
Yeah, if we get Bieniemy back with the Chiefs and then Daboll back with the Bills, that would be some weird...
If you
actually
dig deep into Bieniemy's journey, you will answer Peter's 2-week-long question. The conformity gate. Bieniemy's been in that cave. Because he knows Andy Reid can't go in there.
Yeah. Let's see. Ian Rappaport reported that Nagy was, but he was a finalist with the Titans head coaching job. But maybe he's just going to stay around.
I mean, let's just do the draft early on Sunday. Let's just draft for next season.
Right.
See what happens.
So, who knows? Maybe Bieniemy heads back. But I thought he was with the Bears this year. Either way.
I will say, speaking of fantasy football, I did see an idea where it was what if you did? There's first place, winner gets all the money. 9 punishments.
Wow, really?
I like that because I think first or nothing, first or bust.
Yeah,
9 punishments.
Second place is first loser.
Oh, goodness. Anyways.
Finally, before we get out of here, a couple of NBA news and notes. NBA announced its starters for next month's All-Star Game. And for the first time in literally a generation, LeBron James was not listed among the starters. Luka Doncic was, including that, and Nikola Jokic, Gilgeous Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, who has shaved his head.
Guess how many of these starters will actually play?
Right.
The All-Star Game
Stephen
is just
Curry
trash.
in the West. Then you've got Giannis, Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown from the Celtics were your starters. So I also think I heard because of his early injury, LeBron James, he could soon become not eligible for any awards as well.
He's already not eligible.
Is he not eligible? Yeah. So... and then
poor Bron.
I know. Two players voted for Bronny to be an NBA All-Star. I can imagine possibly Bronny and possibly his dad would be those two. Who knows?
The NBA is losing its luster losing more and more viewers every single year. I mean, there's no fix. You haven't fixed the All-Star Game. No one gives a shit about the All-Star Game. People are living in the past and watching good All-Star games from 2002, where it was one of the best pickup games you've ever seen. It's just no one wants to be in the dunk contest. No one gives a shit about any gimmicks that you do. You bring Kevin Hart out. Or you do Sabrina Ionescu versus Steph. No one's watching it.
Yeah.
No one's watching the games, especially.
Well, I think, too, and it's to their detriment, is what Adam Silver said. It's like, well, our social media numbers are through the roof. It's like, yeah, so you get someone not watching your game and someone's bootlegging your, highlights after the fact. So you're not encouraging people to actually watch this game whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of deceiving because NBA is more of a global sport than the NFL.
Yeah.
There's no complaining in China or the Philippines. They love the NBA. Because there's no NFL to battle with. There's no college football to battle with. NBA is the thing in Asia and everywhere else.
Yeah.
In Europe, though, they only battle against soccer.
Yeah.
But here...
There's some pretty cool atmospheres in Europe, but not very many.
Yeah, like in Asia, there's nothing bigger than the fucking NBA.
Yeah.
They're not lacking anything there. But then you look at the arenas, look at your ticket sales. Like, you've turned this into WWE, and you're not even fully, all in into you being a fucking entertainment league.
Yeah.
You still don't want to accept it. You still think you're playing a game. You don't call travels. You call ghost flop fouls. Like, it doesn't... Nobody likes watching it.
And go ahead.
I think with the gambling stuff, that's, still very much in the midst of investigation. I think a lot of the details of that have not come out.
Yeah.
And I think that also is going to have a negative effect on the NBA in the U.S. because I totally agree. It just seems like it's on a decline.
I think that there's potentially a hunger, or maybe the NBA is looking for the next generation of player to step up and be the face of the league. And it doesn't seem like anyone currently wants to do that, wants to be that.
They're forcing Shea to be it, but nobody likes the way he plays.
Right. And yeah, I mean, he's a very polarizing player in a small market. And so a couple of big injuries as well. Jimmy Butler, he's out. He tore his ACL. Now there's whole Jonathan Kuminga is trying to get traded. He's demanding a trade. Who's the guy? Who's the number 2 on the Thunder?
Jalen Williams.
Yeah, Williams is also out I think he has a hamstring deal, so he's out for an extended
Anthony
period
Davis
of
is
time.
out for 4.5 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's hyperbaric chamber, that guy. So
they're putting him on ice.
But yeah, I mean, it's just
honestly, I would probably, once football is over, there's not a lot of exciting things to talk about in the NBA. College basketball is fucking it is 10 times better than last season. There's at least 12 teams that could fucking win it.
I mean, I'm keeping my YouTube TV subscription, so.
Michigan's good. Arizona's good. Fucking UConn's still there.
Yeah,
Gonzaga's there.
Let's see. Right now, Arizona is the only scoreless program in the top 25. Well, no, Miami of Ohio has snuck in at number 25
Undefeated.
in the AP poll. So, so Arizona undefeated, a unanimous number 1 right now. UConn back into not super chaotic. They're 18-1. Michigan, hey, look at them, 16-1. Hey, look at them. Ever heard?
Look at that.
Purdue, Duke, Houston. You got your predictable people up there. But I mean, you've had
any Pac-12 favorites?
No.
Oregon's been shit in the bed. Oregon was started off good,
no,
and then they started losing 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Mr. Altman needs to get the boys going.
Oregon has the Asian dude though. He's pretty good.
He's electric.
I don't remember his name.
I don't either, but
he's good.
I see clips of him just rain dancing on whoever is available.
On somebody.
The shitty thing about that guy is he's in Eugene, so people just doesn't give a fuck what his name is. They just call him Jeremy Lin. It's pretty likely they just call him Jeremy Lin.
Yeah,
that's not my fucking name, dude.
Asshole.
It's probably one of the more liberal schools out there.
Still Eugene.
What is Oregon's record? Do we know?
They started off with 2 losses. Now they have 6 or 7.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Open those real quick before we get out of here.
We can all do it.
Yeah, as we get out of here, we
Do you
have
want
some...
a card or a jersey?
I'll take a card.
Okay.
All right, Miguel? We have...
Give me a card. You open the jersey.
Okay. We have some more... explain this once again. A mystery.
Yeah, they're just mystery bags. So we're hoping for big names.
Braxton, should I reveal your secret?
What?
About all the packages coming to my house now?
Don't worry about
Could
it.
we know how much you paid for these so we know what we're about? Like,
yeah, I think I paid for the jersey one 75, and then for the card was 35.
Well, let me tell you about my week this past week before you open that. Is that in the scene in Santa Claus when all of a sudden they drop off the good list and bad list? He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, just drop the boxes there. Then he goes downstairs and the entire house is filled with boxes. That was my entryway this week.
And to be honest, didn't need to use that many boxes. Calm down.
That was true. That was a big box
down.
for some very small things.
you guys ready for the card?
Yeah, let's go.
Do the card. What do you got there?
Oh my god, dude. No. Hold on. When you said we were going to open something, this is the player that I laughed at in my head. No fucking chance. There's no way that this is not going to be worth a lot of fucking money, especially graded 10.
What is it?
It's Shohei. No. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't think that.
Nice.
This is when you started doing this, the mystery thing or any cards from this auction place, I'm like, there's 3 players. And he was one. He was number
2024 graded 10.
Dude,
Shohei
that's
card.
going to be worth fucking money.
Okay.
It's a mint 10.
I love that.
Here we go.
Thanks, Miguel.
That'll pay for a lot of your
So I have
your
the
auction
jersey,
purchases.
right?
Yep.
It's a weekly unboxing. You got to keep buying more.
No, we're going to take a pause for a little bit. I'm going to sell some stuff, and once I make my money back, I'll reinvest.
If this
The
is
Ed
a
Sheeran
Shohei signed jersey, we're gonna suck each other's dicks.
It didn't go. Hold on. Give me something.
Use your teeth.
You're not going to do that. You use your teeth. Oh, yeah, he used it. It's tough.
Man. Oh, man, please stop. Okay.
Okay.
This is real tough.
Yeah. All right. Stab it real quick.
Hey, let's do frozen pizza next week.
All right. You got it? Boom. All right. What do we got here?
It looks like basketball.
No. Oh, it's Dominique.
It's a
the
Dominique
old
Wilkins.
Atlanta Hawks one.
An old Dominique Wilkins.
That's sick, dude. Is it
Oh,
signed?
and it's signed.
Yeah.
Hey, how about that?
What size is that? You kind of cool to
Let me see
fucking wear
if I
that.
can see.
That is cool.
That is really fucking cool.
Very nice.
Old Hawks
cool.
jersey.
I know. Now we get to be CJ McCollum Hawks fans because we forgot to cover that. Let me pull this out.
Yeah, I want to see it. Is it the old, with the mesh?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's with the mesh.
Holy shit.
A lot of times they're
XL.
Wait. Oh.
Human
God damn it.
Oh, it's a human highlight film branded one.
Put Wilkins back there.
They will use the signature jerseys.
How funny. All right, and the last thing here.
All right.
Look us up on YouTube at Official IJMS if you're listening.
What's in that?
It looks like a full-size helmet. See? Oh, no way.
Seattle?
A retro Seattle.
Is it Richard Sherman?
Hell yeah. Did you know about this?
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent?
That's big time.
Wow.
It's one of the best Seahawk players ever.
That's what.
1995.
That is
Hall of Fame, 1995.
That is an impressive looking helmet.
Dude, you got 2 major pulls from this one.
And the jersey.
Yeah, the jersey's cool. But
Yeah.
ROI, Shohei card, and that helmet.
Can you bring that this weekend and show the group? Or
Sure.
are you scared to?
No, I'm not scared
Okay.
to. I'll bring it.
Yeah. I don't know.
You assume that I'm in big trouble.
I do. Well, when you start sending things to my house, I don't know. What are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Oh, don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks, boys.
You think he skipped work today and didn't tell his parents? And he went to the movies with somebody he just met?
Yeah, we don't have that. That's
Clear eyes.
full heart.
Can't lose.